Earthling of the Great Beyond. I'm Captain Hankman of the Wonder Cheese. Welcome back. I want to talk to you about something that's different today. I want to talk to you about alien life. Does alien life exist? People are separated on these ideas. Some people say aliens don't exist. No, that Earth is the only thing which has life. Yeah, right. I'm one of these people who believes that alien does exist. Don't necessarily mean that they are intelligent like we are, and not necessarily say that we're the most intelligent in the universe. I'm just saying that Earth has been, 4.5 billion years old, and yet we've had millions and millions and millions of years of evolution, and even we've had extinction level events which has caused evolution to change in different directions. So this is things, we're 4.5 billion years old, this planet, and we have evolved to become intelligent, self-aware and productive animals. This planet has multiple different types of species of animals, and more species are discovered each day. More species are killed off each day because of forestation and stuff like that, but we are creating a new form of life. Evolution is one of those key features that are taught into schools nowadays because of its importance. Charles Darwin gave us the idea that evolution happens by natural selection. But that's the thing is, how do we know evidence? How do we have evidence that natural selection is happening? Well, during the industrial age, when coal was burnt at all the factories, a moth, a particular type of moth, was always white, had white wings, and just lived normally. Evolution had to take an effect because all the trees in the area were starting to go back because of the coal soot. So that moth becomes evolutionized and to start getting darker and darker wings. This is evolution as it happens that we saw it in our own daily lives. It's only in the last 100 years that evolution become more and more acceptable. The thing is, evolution on our planet doesn't mean evolution doesn't happen on other planets. The idea is we have moons in our solar system that may inhabit life. We've gone to Mars by using rovers. These are searching out for signs of life, bacterial life, signs that life could have existed on other planets. And just think of it, billions of years ago, 1 or 2 billion years ago, Mars could have possibly been like an Earth-like planet. There's a possibility it had an atmosphere, had a molten core, and it had it was within the habitable zone of the sun. So it's a possibility it could have held life. But obviously the sun's got older, we've grown older as well, so life has changed. So Earth is now the dominant planet on the solar system that has life. And we have the idea that we are self-conscious, self-aware, and we have this ability to think out, is there life out there? One thing I did notice is that in the world we have come up with the idea that life exists. Science fiction programs, science stories, books, throughout the ages we're always talking about the idea that we're not alone. There's a scientist a mathematician called by Frank Drake, who come up with the Drake's equation, which gives us the idea of what possible life could be. Obviously we have all the planets in our solar system. We have all the solar systems in our galaxy, and all the galaxies within our local cluster, and obviously all the clusters to become the supercluster. All the galaxies out there, all the stars within our own galaxy, with all the planets that circle around the stars. You really think that of all those planets out there, that we're the only ones that could be habitable? We have the water, we have all the elements to create life, and we have the time. So you're thinking we're the only ones? Kepler's Space Telescope is searching out for Earth-like planets. We have recently discovered an Earth 2.0, which is obviously quite strange because obviously the Earth is, and that planet is about 60 times bigger than Earth, which means it's twice the amount of gravity. Doesn't mean alien life can't exist on there. We have noticed that over the years, Earth has had creatures that are much bigger than we are. Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs were existing before the extinction. Obviously we're going through an extinction phase at the moment, but the previous extinction phase happened because when the dinosaurs were there. And dinosaurs were extremely big. When gravity is at its depths, when you go deep in the waters, creatures grow bigger. And it's a possibility on this Earth 2.0, If we ever travel to this planet, yes, we'll experience an extreme gravity, twice the amount of gravity that we do now. Doesn't mean we wouldn't be able to survive. We'll probably be able to adapt. We'll be able to survive. We'll be able to create our own body to evolve and to survive on it. Chances are it's inhabited if it has a suitable environment. Doesn't mean that that's the only planet out there. There could be hundreds of planets, even thousands of planets out there in our solar system, in our galaxy, that could harbour life. Now let's think about if they're intelligent. Obviously, we are the first species of animals on our planet that have the ability to become self-aware and to be able to use tools in a sensible way that we can progress and evolve. Animals today, like crows, have the ability to use tools. They'll be able to solve puzzles. Parrots, macaws, and all that sort of thing can have the ability to mimic a 5-year-old's brain structure. Some animals, like for example gorillas and chimpanzees, are able to experience feelings, emotions, and are able to communicate. Doesn't mean that we're the only intelligent species on here. We have whales and dolphins out in the oceans that are experiencing long memory, long time emotions, communications, and social structures. Same thing as we do. And if there's all these different types of animals on this planet that can have these abilities of self-awareness, communication, the ability to interact with each other and know that individuals are different from each other, then does that mean that there's a possibility that there's going to be animals out there in the universe that could have these same abilities? Doesn't mean they're going to be speaking English, because, well, not everyone on Earth actually speaks English. Most people in different countries will have English as a second language because it's most common. But there's other common languages out there. Mandarin, Italian, Latin, you've got Spanish, you've got quite a few different types of languages out there which we all communicate, but the biggest communications we have is mathematics. Mathematics is one of the fundamentals we have, but the thing is, we only deal with base 10. Those who don't understand what base 10 is, 10 fingers. 10 fingers. We deal with everything in a case of in ranges of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we have a 0, and then we move on to the next stage. That's called base 10. We could possibly meet an animal species that can think in different types. They could have 8 fingers, so they deal with 8 and base 8 types of maths. But mathematics has always been fundamental. Throughout Earth's history, when we came to learn languages, we started using pictographs, cuneiforms, and different things. But one of the fundamentals we have learned is everything was done in maths. Everything has always been in the fundamentals of mathematics. It's sciences that we deal with on a daily basis. Some animals learn how to count. Some animals learn how to use shapes and figures because they can count the sides. So if we're going to look for alien life, we should look for the mathematics that they produce. Yes, we look for radio frequencies, but it doesn't mean they're going to be using radio frequencies. They could use anything else. They can use light as a form of communication. They might be able to use sound as a form of communication, which you can't have through the universe. Over the course of space, because it's a vacuum, only radio waves are the only thing that can be transmitted. Or if you use light, obviously the light is dispersed across a large distance. The photons that using that light would have been disbanded over the course of that time. So, what we're going to use? We're going to use the radio waves for the time being to listen out to signals across the universe. We have heard that the whale signal was one of the first times we've thought of it could possibly be alien life. But we could have other forms of signals. Radio waves is obviously in a small band. We can have waves like gamma radiation, X-ray radiation, even physical light radiation, which is all form of radio waves. So we can search for these things using SETI, search for extraterrestrial intelligence. SETI is one of those bigger programs out there that has the amazing ability to find out, see and seek out life out in the universe. Kepler Space Telescope is looking for Earth-like planets. SETI could use those Earth-like planets to focus their information to see if any signals are coming from it. And working with scientists and astrology, we can find out if there's possibility of life out there in the universe. Obviously, there's millions upon millions of years of evolution on this planet, so maybe the intelligent life that are out there could possibly be within a certain, like a Stone Age or even Iron Age part of the evolution, so they wouldn't be able to be technological. They might even be the kind of form of dinosaurs, intelligent predatory animals that would have no need for technology. So, to search for intelligent life out there, we're looking for technological life out there. We're looking for people who have discovered technology, who are using technology, and they're using industrial style forms of technology that's going to allow them to progress evolutionally. So why are we looking for these particular things? Because we want to find people who are on our level. We want to find people who are the kind that we are. We're looking for people who are intelligent, mathematical, engineering, and have the ability to comprehend things outside of ourselves. So, what we're going to look for first. Do we look for an alien species going to be hostile? Or look for alien species going to be peaceful? We won't know until we actually meet them. But have we met them? Have we? The idea that UFOs out there are commonplace nowadays. Everyone knows about Roswell. Everyone knows about UFO sightings across the world. There are videos on YouTube. There are videos across the TV shows that always say about, is there life out there? Could be. There's one show that one film I saw was called The Fourth Kind. Obviously, the different types of alien involvements. First sign is visual sight, signs of UFOs. Second type is the interaction. I believe it's the interaction. Third sign is science, which is physical crop circles, and the fourth kind is obviously abduction. Hopefully, I got those right. First things, the fourth kind in this film gives the idea. To me, when I watched the film, it seemed real, like it actually happened, but it's more likely just a fictional story. But the idea that intelligent life out there could possibly come to Earth, and they want to sort of investigate who we are. The thing is, if we go to another planet, we have the ability for space travel, and we go to another planet, what's the chances are we're going to be doing the same thing? We see it as a planet that's not technologically advanced, doesn't have the ability for space travel. We're going to try and investigate who they are. We'll probably go down there, try and mingle with them, but as what they look like. We might try and take some for scientific study. There are intelligent animals out there on this planet at the moment who are captured and tortured, and they're left for experimental study. So chances are aliens are going to come here, and if they do come here, they're going to look for environmental study of who we are, what we're going to progress for, and how our evolution is going. Chances of alien abduction, I say, is possible. Doesn't mean it actually has happened, but the chances are, I believe it could have happened. The stories out there, people have been abducted, there's loss of time, the things, their machines or the cars that they've been travelling in have stopped, have failed, or there's damage to them. Without any known cause, people have disappeared without any reason. All these things have always led to the idea alien life could possibly exist. So, is it possible? Can we have the ability for life to be out there in the world? That's what I want to think about. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you think there could be life out there, and could they have visited us, or even if they're in the skies right now. Leave me a comment, give me a like, and subscribe if you want to. As again, thanks for watching.